Hey YouTube, Whitney here. As you can tell from the title, today is not gonna be a review today. Instead, I wanted to share another part of my J-pop collection. Oh my gosh, I have a lot. But today we're going to take a look into the second collection I have, which is of Koda Kumi. And the reason I want to do Koda Kumi because she is my second favorite artist of all time, and I feel like she should get more attention and people should put more stuff up about her. So without ado, we're gonna take a look into my incredibly long, well not long, but maybe long collection of Koda Kumi, and hopefully you guys like it. So the first album I have from her is Affection. When I first heard this album, first, I didn't like it. I'll be straight up. I did not like it at all. Because when I first heard of when I first was introduced to Koda Kumi, I was introduced to her by her Iro Kawaii image. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I'll just let you guys know, I'm going to be saying some Japanese terms. So if I do get them wrong, I apologize, because I'm not the best in Japanese. So if I say certain things wrong, or it's not the way you pronounce it, I apologize. I know. I'm still studying my Japanese, so just for that. But, I was first introduced to Koda Kumi by her sexy image. So, her music then had like this to it, you know? And when I went back to her older style, I really didn't like it. I was just like, I preferred her the way she is now. But I guess one day for a long time I went without listening to it. And one day I decided to why not, just go back to her style. Back to the way she used to be. And surprisingly, I gave it a second listen, and surprisingly, I enjoyed the tracks very much. I was so surprised. Like, I guess that's all it takes, just a second listen, you know? And I found that I enjoyed most of these tracks tremendously, and I appreciated this style. Although I love Koda Kumi, I probably will admit I probably like her older style a bit better now. And I know she'll probably never ever come back to this image, but I guess I wish I could have appreciated a bit more. So this is Affection. Oh, and just like last time, when it comes to CDs, I try to get the Japan version. Every day I can't get the Japan version, so some of the CDs I have will probably be overseas versions and all that. So, but this one I have is the authentic. This is the Japanese version. Here's the back. So, get the CD if you can. Okay, next single I have from her is Real Emotion. This was the single that rose Koda Kumi to stardom. Well, somewhat, yeah. But I really like this single. I have really good memories with this song. Ever since I first heard it, I love that first verse. And surprisingly, even though it's Ku-chan, it's her most noticeable singer in her career, I probably don't really listen to this much. I don't know why. But I do enjoy it, and I do like it, and I don't regret buying this. This is a good ad for my collection. Here's the back. Oh, she looks so young. Oh my gosh. She's grown. Duh. Sorry. Okay, the next I have from her is her second album, Grow Into One. This album, oh my gosh, this album started to make me, well, although I said, her first, I got into her with her Iro Kawaii, I did, but I guess this song made me appreciate her older style, like, this was the album that made me, like, appreciate everything about Koda Kumi, and it made me realize that she can go to really any genre of music. So this was a very good album. Excellent, excellent. And surprisingly, this is a Japan version as well. This album was incredibly hard to find for some reason. I could never find this album. I went on Yes Asia to buy it. It was out of print. At the time I went on CD Japan and it was unavailable. And one day I found it on Amazon. And at the moment I bought it right away because I could not find this album anywhere, and it deeply upset me. Because although I do have the downloaded version on my iTunes, when I'm at home I like to listen to the CD version. When I'm on the go I listen to it on my iPad, but when I'm like at home I like to listen to the actual CD. So I was really happy when I found this, and I think I got the limited edition one because it came with this card inside of the original Final Fantasy, I believe. So let me show you. This is the actual CD. Oh, if you can see it, sorry. Here's the back. Nothing really there. I'll show you some. Here's the actual CD. Where is it? Here's a card I was telling you about that I got. I'll show you some of the pictures. Pretty sure you can find these online. But this was a very good album. This is a very good sophomore album. It had a lot of urban flair that Koda Kumi's known for, and I like this about this album. So if you guys can, buy this album because I know now it's available now, and I was so mad at that because it seems like when I wanted it, it was nowhere to be found. But when I found the album and I bought it, that's when it showed up. So you guys should be able to find this album now. The next album I have from her is Feel My Mind. Surprisingly, this is my least favorite album of Koda Kumi. I mean, no, I'm not saying that's not my least. I don't listen to it as much. I do listen to it occasionally, because I always come back for the single Come With Me. I love that song. And, I do listen to the song Crazy For You and Rain. I love those songs. But surprisingly, I don't listen to this album as much. And again, this isn't the Japan version. All the ones I've shown now were the Japan versions. This one is the Korean version, as you can see. And I believe this was the first album that Koda Kumi started going into her sexy side. Because the single Crazy For You was her first in career embarking phase, where she began the sexy side. And quite a woman she's come since then. So here it is. Feel My Mind. Here's the back. Next album I have from her is Secret. Okay, this album was the one that did it for me. That solidified my love for Koda Kumi. Although, I can't say this was the songs here were the first I heard from her, but these songs here made me appreciate and love Koda Kumi. Because, I can't tell you now, I'll get to that eventually. But this was the first Koda Kumi album I ever bought. This was the first album I ever bought from Koda Kumi. And I love every song on here. There isn't really one song I dislike. So this was a pretty solid album. And I'm pretty sure a lot of fans feel that way too. Well, I don't know, I can't speak for everyone, but I'm pretty sure most will agree. Here's that. Okay, next album I have is her best album, Best First Things. this album I kind of bought, after I bought Secret, I bought the best album. Because at the time I didn't really buy Affection and Grow Into One. I bought this one. And because this was the album too that made me appreciate her older style as well. And you know what? I don't regret buying this, even though I bought them, because it has other songs too included on this as well. And this album was the one that made her this was her breakthrough album that made her extremely famous in Japan, because this was the first album from her that sold over 1 million copies. And she's been solidified as the J-pop queen ever since. So she's one of the J-pop queens. She looks beautiful here. I love how the blonde and the blackish tones in her hair. She looks really nice here. She's back. Her boobies hanging out. Next album. Well, single. Sorry. This was the only single that technically no, this is not the only single, but this was the single that made me realize she could embark this kind of style. Because with Koda Kumi, I never realized she could write in like intense love ballads. I mean, she's written them in the past, but I never really took them all the way seriously. This song, You, and this is her most famous. This is one of her most famous ballads. This song, You, made me appreciate Koda Kumi as a songwriter. And I love the cover here. I love the Eskimo theme. She looks so cute. And as I said, this is the Japan version. The best one was, I believe, that was the Taiwanese version, because at the time I couldn't buy the Japan version. As I said, every day I can't buy the Japan version. But this is the Japan version of this single. And for any Koda Kumi fan, or anyone that's starting in Ku, I would recommend listening to this, because this is a very good. These two songs here, You and Sweet Kiss, they're very good songs, and they show the very lyrically, they show a really good side of Koda Kumi. So I would recommend this. Oh, here's the back. Nothing special. Next thing I have from her is her second best album, Best Second Section. In the beginning, I wasn't really into this album really as much, because it included all of her 12 singles, when she released a single every week. And although I did like some of the singles, I wasn't too crazy about all the songs here. But I guess, eventually they grow on you, so I bought this. And I love the fact that she's sitting on the fridge with her panties, on the counter with her panties on, and has a milk in a carton in her hand. She looks so sweet. This is a random photo. And I do love this album. It has, because considering I don't have all the singles, I just have You, which is fine. So this was a really good best album. It's a really solid one. Is it her best? No, it's not. But it's still a good album from Ku nonetheless. Here's the back. Sorry. Okay. Next, I think I have from her is Koi no Tsugumi. I believe that's how you say it. Again, if I say it wrong, I apologize. And I believe it translates into Love's Bud, or Bud of Love. I love this single. The single was so cute, and I love the video. Oh my gosh. In the beginning, I was rather bummed that I didn't get the CD DVD version, because I do play them at my house all the time. And I don't know about everyone else, but when it comes to Japanese or overseas DVDs, you can't play them on a regular US DVD because of the regions. So I would recommend either converting your DVD to that file, or you can just be like me, being too lazy to do it and just buy a Region All DVD player. That's what I did. I just bought a Region All DVD player and I just watched them. So, but let's talk about that right now. So, but I thought this was a very good single. This was so cute, and I just love the picture. She looks so cute here. I love the random expression she's making. Look at this cover. She looks so cute. Oh my gosh. Here's this, here's a CD. I love the random drawing she did here. It looks so cute, like she drew them herself. Here's a CD. She looks so cute. Although I'm rather interested in how the guy looks like. Because they never show him. Even in the video, they don't never show the guy. Next one I have is Yume no Uta. Again, I may have mispronounced that. I apologize. But it translates into dream song. Okay, You was a powerful ballad. This one was a powerful ballad as well. Ku is very talented when writing songs of love. I can give that to her. She can write, and this song, it was Yume no Uta and Futaride. And Futaride, I forgot what that means, together? Something like that. Sorry, I apologize. But, I love the fact how she conjured sadness and happiness into one song. And they both had the same melodies, but different lyrics. And she converted them both into two sides of human nature, of happiness and of sadness. And I like the fact that she did that. This was a very good single. And I love the picture here. And just like, since they're two sides, this side depicted the sadness, and this side depicted the happiness. So this is a very good trip. This was a very good single. I recommend this. The next album is her all-famous album that just solidified her as the Iroquois queen, Black Cherry. This album was the one that just solidified her forever as the J-pop queen. Even though this album is her most well-known album, because this is her only studio album that sold over 1 million copies, kudos to her, I can probably say it's not the best lyrically. Although it does have the singles, like I said, it has the single Yume no Uta. Sorry. Ugh. Sorry about my Japanese. Sorry about that. But the lyrics here aren't really in depth here, and although that's fine, because every song doesn't have to be lyrically in depth, but I do appreciate an album that has meaningful lyrics. This album didn't really have much of that. It was more like dance tracks and, maybe some feel-good tracks and some mostly just party songs, basically, on this album. Which, that's what she's known for as well. But I do like to see the lyrically cool. But, despite I sound like the greatest album, I'm not doing that. I love this album as well. This album has some of her most famous songs and some of her most famous videos on this album. Here we are. And I do wish I would have gotten the CD plus 2 DVD version. I wanted that one, but at the time I could not buy it. It was sold out from where I usually buy it at. And I was so disappointed because, and for the longest time I didn't buy this CD because that's the cover I wanted. I wanted the one where she had the blonde wig on. She looked so gorgeous on that one, and I wanted that cover. But for the longest time, I could not find it, and I just finally just gave up, and I just give up, and I just bought this one. So even though I'm sad I have this cover, I'm at least happy that I got the album, at least. I'm satisfied, at least. Although I know one reviewer has that album, and I was so envious, oh my gosh. Oh, her name is Ras Becky Barrett. If I mispronounced the name, I apologize. be sure to look at her videos and subscribe, everybody. But here we are. Sorry. And like I said, this one was the Korean version. And yeah, this is her most famous album that solidified her status as Ero Kawaii. Buy this one. Okay. Next thing I have from her is her single, Freaky. I love all the songs on this album. To be honest, I only bought this because most of the songs on here weren't included for her next album, which I'll get to in a minute. So that's the only reason why I bought this. So I don't, because usually most of the time I try not to buy singles anymore, because once the album comes out, I really much don't have any use for the single anymore. So I try not to buy singles as much. This was during the time when I was really getting into Koda Kumi. I was just buying just stuff. But now that I'm grown wiser in the J-pop world, I usually wait now to buy. Just wait till the album comes out and just buy the album instead of buying all the singles, because I would be broke all the time if I did that. But I don't regret buying this. Besides, it has some songs on here that wasn't included on the album, so I'm happy with that. She looks good, as usual. And then here's the back. And this, like I said, this is the Japan version. If you guys can see, I'm not sure if it shows it here, but here. This is the Japan version by Freaky. And next I have from her is Kingdom. This, I can't say it's my favorite as well, but I do love this album. I love the Kingdom theme of this, and I do love this cover. And I got the limited edition one. I have the one that was included with the photo book of her live, the premium live, and the premium limit of live in hall in the Yokohama arena. If I mispronounced that again, I apologize. I'll show you some of that. And Koda Kumi, I know there's some people who always say that she can't sing. Those people who say that need to get their ears checked. Koda Kumi can sing well live. Okay, out of all the artists, well, not everyone, but of all the artists, she can sing. I am so tired of people saying she can't sing. She can sing. I am so tired of people saying that. She looks so gorgeous in that dress. Looks like a little doll. Can't really see, there's like a bunch of pictures matched together. And here's the actual CD case, because this was a case that it came in. So this is the actual CD cover. Here's the back. And mine, here's the CDs. This is the CD and the DVD. And this one, here's the OB. And this one is the live, the live haul one. Oh my gosh, dropping stuff. This is the CD, the booklet. And I got the one that came with the 2 stickers as well. Technically, this came with 3 stickers, but my sister took one of my stickers because she likes Koda Kumi too, and she wanted one, and she wanted this one, but I was like, no, because this was the best one to me. She could take this one or the other one, so she ended up taking the one, I believe that's the CD DVD version of the one she took. So, here's the ones I have left. And I don't want to take them off, because I feel if I take them off, I wouldn't know where to put them, because I don't want to put them anywhere that I'll get tired of, so I just keep them in their sticker case. She looks so good right there. I love that. I'm the queen. Sorry, that's what I see every time I see that picture. But yeah, this is a very good album from Koo. I love this I love the cover. I love the theme. Everything she set up in this album. So if you guys can, buy Kingdom. It's a very good album. It's a very good. If you're looking to buy anything from Koda Kumi, I would recommend this album because you get a good taste of all the all the genres she can do. Next one I have is Taboo. This was the first song I heard from Koda Kumi. To this day, it is still one of my favorite songs. None of her songs can ever top this. This was epic, and it still is. Epic with the capital E. This was the first single I bought from her because at the time I didn't know who she was. And when I heard this song, I bought this. I went on Yes Agent and I bought this right away. And because this was an awesome single. Oh my gosh. I love everything about this song, and I'll talk about it later in a later review. But here it is. Here's the actual CD crowd. I don't know why they put it this way, but whatever. Here's this case. Party! That's what she look like she's doing. There's the lyrics. So, yeah. This is a very good song, very good single from her. Since I have the album now, I don't really listen to this anymore. So I gave this to my sister because my sister loves the single too. This was the first single she heard from her as well. And as a gift from it, I just gave this to my sister. So this is considered my sister's now. I went in her drawer. I went in your drawer again. Sorry. I'll put it back when I'm done, Brittany. Okay. Next album I have from her is Trick. This was the first album I heard from her Iro Kawaii style. This is one of my top. This is my favorite album of all time. I love everything about this album. This album was such a good album. It was so much awesome that I can't even come up with the words to describe this. This was a very good album. I know there's some people that saying it was weak because it was just like really just meaningless dance tunes, kind of like Black Cherry in a way. But I thought it was different from Black Cherry. At least I thought so. So this was her best. This is her best album to me. Her best album. I listen to this album all the time, or every chance I can get. I listen to this album. Can't get enough of this. And although I do love this album, I'm not really a big fan of the CD art here. For the longest time, I did not want to buy this song, this cover, this album because of the covers. She, like one reviewer said, she looked like a demented clown. She does a little bit, especially this, like blowing demented air. So yeah, but eventually I just got over it and I just bought it. Now it's not so bad. But yeah, if you do, and like I said, if you're trying to get into Koda Kumi stuff now, I would recommend her later work. I wouldn't go to her earlier style yet, because you'll only see one side of her. Because back then, I believe she just only used like one single particular style. Now she uses different styles, so I feel like you would probably might like her more that way than her actual old style. I feel just go to her new work first, then you can, if you want, you can go back to her old work if you want to. That's what I usually think you could. But if you want to, you can choose either one. That's fine. The next album I have from her is her very first cover album, Eternity, Love's Lovin' Songs. This was a very good album too. It was very soothing to listen to. Most of the tracks were very listenable, very how do I say, peaceful songs, because they were mostly love songs. So they're very sweet and very. I think the only upbeat track here was "Be My Baby" and "Megumi no Hino." I apologize if I mispronounced that, like I said. So This was a very good album. I listen to this, not all the time, but I do listen to this. Here's the back. And since this is a CD case, this is the actual CD cover. Back. Next album I have from her is Deja Vu. I am loving this cover. This is a very good cover. I love how the theme of time she presented in this cover. And although I love it picture-wise, music-wise, I can't say the same thing. This would probably be my least favorite album from Koda Kumi. I mean, I do love it, but I tend to not listen to this album. Like most of the time I end up listening to her other tracks. So I usually don't really play this much. But I do look at the lives a lot on here because I bought the one that has the Music Dream Park tour. It's back. But yeah, sorry. I don't really like this album. But I do. I do in a way, but I don't listen to it as much. Here it is. Hey, the next I have from her is Love Me Back. I love this song. Yeah, in the video she did. But that's Koda Kumi, so I'm not so surprised. This was a good song. I love it. It's very catchy. And I do love, she always looks gorgeous as usual, so I don't care. This was the CD. I bought the CD DVD of this single. And since I bought this one, I bought the first press, I guess, again, because it came with a sticker. I can't show you the sticker because my sister stole it. As soon as I bought this single, I was at work at the time when this was mailed, and she went in my stuff and opened my stuff and took the sticker. Because she wanted it. I was like, oh, I can't put a sticker for. She was like, I want it, so. So she took it, so I would show you, but it's like right over there, and I don't want to do all that right now. But this is the CD. Here's the back. Good single. And oh yeah, this is my sister's too. She took this too. But I bought it, so it's still considered my collection. Okay. Next album I have from her is Japonesque. I am absolutely loving the cover here. Like, oh my gosh, this was one of her best album art-wise too. I am loving this cover. And I bought the CD plus 2 DVD version of this one. For the longest time, I was in a debate with this album because I wanted to buy, because usually I just buy the CD DVDs. Oh my god, I just noticed that. With Koda Kumi, I literally have all of her CD DVDs. I don't know. Like, when it comes to Koda Kumi, I like Koda Kumi because she's an entertainer. And she does it very well in her videos. I love the effort and everything she does in her video because she represents it right. So I know why she's the Kawaii queen. So that's one good thing I can say about Koda Kumi. She knows how to perform and how to bring that I want in videos, or I expect. So that's very good of her. But yeah, this one, for the longest time, I didn't want to buy this because it's crazy expensive. But I didn't want to buy the CDs because, I don't know, when it comes to Koda Kumi, I like to watch her videos. And buying the CD, I would deprive myself from that. And I would be really bummed out by it. So I decided, you know what, I'll just buy it because I'm sorry guys, I hated that CD DVD cover of this album. I did not want to buy that cover. I hated that cover. So I bought this one because, I'll be honest, this was the best out of the three. Here's the back. She looks so gorgeous here. Oh my gosh. Here is this. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, the next I have from her is this is the final album I have from her at the moment, is her second cover album, Color the Cover. I love this. Oh my gosh, this was such a good album. This was a very strong album. I cannot stop listening to this. I am actually hoping she comes out with a her Japanese tour too. I hope she performs most of these songs on here. This is so cool, and I love the cover. I love this cover after the theme, because I think she just had her baby, and she decided, oh, let's go with this cover. Never fails. But she does look good. Here's the back. This was good. I love this, and this was a solid album from Koda Kumi. Buy this album. Very good album. Very good cover album, I mean. Hey, so that's all I have from her CD-wise. This is going to be the last thing I have from her, because this video is long. It's like 35 minutes. Sorry. But this is the last I have. I have her photo book in Morocco. I believe that's how you say it. Sorry, I'm so bad at pronouncing words. But this is I bought this because Koda Kumi, I love her her pictures. I love, because she's very photogenic, and she's very beautiful, and I wanted to buy this too because I love most of the photos here. I won't show all the photos here, but I'll show you some of my favorite pictures. This one. Let me find that photo. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I can never find the photo I wanted to find. It's always hiding away. Here is Koda Kumi's Yow. Sorry, this is what it is so that. And here is my favorite in the whole book. This is my favorite one. I love this photo. She looks so gorgeous and so beautiful here. Okay, and that's all I'll show you. I can't show you everything. Okay, so that was my Koda Kumi collection, everybody. If you're still here, thank you. I appreciate that you wanted to see my entire collection of Ku-chan. I love Ku-chan, and I want to spread her more, so I want to spread her videos and her music more, so I thought this was a perfect way of doing it. That's all I have from her at the moment. I am waiting anxiously for her next album. Seems like it'll be so fun, because I know she's released a bunch of singles now, and so far, like I said, I'm trying not to buy them anymore. I'm waiting for her album to come out. So anyway, let's wrap this up. Thank you for looking at this video. I apologize for the length. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and thank you. Please subscribe and please like the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.